everyone. What we're going to be working on today is using a table and rules for differentiation to solve problems. So if you look at what we've been given here, we have a whole table. Notice we have f of x, g of x, f prime of x, and g prime of x for the x values 1, 2, and 3. So best way to learn this is to do some examples. So we're told here that h of x is f of x plus g of x. And we are told to find h prime of 2. So what we can first know is that h prime of x is equal to f prime of x plus g prime of x. Okay, so we took the derivative of each. And now if we do h prime of 2, we're going to actually take f prime of 2 plus g prime of 2. So we're following those rules all the way along. F prime of 2 is negative 5. G prime of 2 is negative 8. So negative 5 plus negative 8 is negative 13. Okay, not too bad, right? Pretty simple. Oops, looking for my eraser. Always forget where it is. There we go. So now I'll erase this. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is it tells us that h of x is represented by f of x minus g of x. So, of course, h prime of x will be f prime of x minus g prime of x. We've been told to take h prime of 3. So we'll take f prime of 3 minus g prime of 3. So f prime of 3 is 7 minus g prime of 3 is 9. So we get negative 2 for that value. Okay, so far so good. Hopefully that's making some sense. We're going to have to be scrolling up and down for this, so I'll try to keep this one here at least for now. So the next thing we're asked for is f of x times g of x. And so we're going to have to use the product rule for this. So, okay, so we're going to have to use product rule for this. So if we're going to take h prime of x, what we'll be doing is we'll take f prime of x times g of x plus f of x times g prime of x. Okay, so that should look pretty familiar. We've done lots of those. And now we've been asked to find h prime of 1. So we'll take f prime of 1 times g of 1 plus f of 1 times g prime of 1. So these are all the values we're looking at here. And f prime, I believe, was our second column. So let me just double check and make sure I don't use the wrong values. So f prime, oops, was right here. So let me write that in. This was f prime. This is g prime. This is g, and this is x. I can't see that because my screen is not working for me there with that. Whoops. So there we go. And so now what we'll do is we have f prime of 1, which is 4, times g prime of 1, which is 2, plus f of 1, which is negative 3, times g prime of 1, which is 7. Okay, so they started announcements right in the middle of that. So hopefully you got negative 13 when you put that all together. Okay, so one more example, and this example uses quotient rule. So let's first write out our quotient rule using these values, and then we can substitute numbers in. So for h prime of x, we will be taking f prime of x times g of x minus f of x times g prime of x, all divided by g of x squared. So I can't see my values, so why don't you go ahead and see if you can substitute the correct values in, and then we'll check in a second. So go ahead and pause this video and see if you can pick the right values out of the table. Okay, so hopefully you did okay on this one. So we were finding h prime of 2, so you should have been using that middle column. And I got negative 37 over 81, and I hope you did too. Okay, so you're going to use this to help you on the next assignment. Have a wonderful day, everybody.